In the headlines, health authorities warn threat of Zika virus looms over Dominica. Head of the DSS appeals for public to honor obligations as the organization observes its 40th anniversary. And Dominica records second road fatality in 3 days. I am Andrea Lee with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this. Thank you for staying with us. First up, health authorities have increased alarm over the Zika virus, warning that the deadly mosquito-borne disease will soon reach Dominica. Lurian Graham Carter reports.
On Monday, Permanent Secretary with the Ministry of Health and Environment, Helen Royer, made a statement to that effect. Currently, 24 countries have confirmed local Zika virus transmission. Of the affected countries, Barbados, Dominican Republic, Guadeloupe, Guyana, Haiti, Martinique, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, Suriname and the U.S. Virgin Islands and Venezuela are included. The vector of the Zika virus is the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which is present in Dominica.
Zika will reach the Dominican shores sooner rather than later. We strongly recommend that persons protect themselves by placing mesh on windows and doors, use recommended insect repellents and insecticides, sleep under bed nets, and wear protective clothing. Most importantly, we must prevent the breeding of mosquitoes in water drums, tires, flower pots, drains, roof gutters, garbage, etc.
Roy says although they are not able to prevent the virus from getting here, collaborative efforts can assist in fighting the virus. This Thursday, February 4, the Environmental Health Department, together with the National Pest and Termite Control Corporation, will engage in a cleanup campaign in Roseau and Portsmouth.
It is alleged that Rafool's street bike collided with the rear of Nissan bus registration number HE043, which was being driven by Newman Collins, male adult of Maho, and as a result, he lost control.
In other major developments, 30 employers and 10 self-employed individuals
were traveling
awarded
in a
on
southerly
Monday for
direction.
exemplary service
The
as the
scene was
Dominica
possessed by the crime scenes unit of the Criminal
Malcolm
Investigations
Stephen & Sons
Department.
Limited, Springfield Training
Emil
and
Antoine
Workshop for the Blind
Rafool
were
was
among the
transported to
employers
the Accident
awarded, while
and
Donna
Emergency
Angle,
Department
Gilbert Guy
of
and
the
Doris
Princess
Simon
Margaret
were part of
Hospital,
the
where he was
self-employed
officially
list.
pronounced
Director of
dead
the
by a
DSS
medical
says the
doctor.
organization
A
has
coroner's
played an
inquest
integral
will
role
be
in the
convened.
socio-economic landscape of Dominica. The director was speaking at a Thanksgiving church service on Monday to commemorate the institution's 40th anniversary.
Over the last 40 years, the DSS has been steadfast in delivering dedicated service to its insured persons and their dependents, thereby contributing to economic stability and social cohesion, while remaining committed to providing future generations with the same degree of security. It is also a moment for all of us as stakeholders to examine our individual and collective responsibilities in ensuring the proper functioning of the system, and thereby better position it to adequately secure future generations as it has past generations over the last 40 years.
Jean-Jacques Thomas called on Dominicans to be aware that various circumstances can influence the operations at the institution.
So as we celebrate today, let us do so with a spirit of gratitude and the resignation to continue to uphold the solidarity principle, which is the core of social security, and to honor our respective obligations in ensuring the continued relevance and long-term sustainability of the Dominica social security. Let us also be mindful of the changing realities which characterize the environment in which we live and which, in large measure, dictate the way in which we must now operate.
The DSS is recognizing its 40th anniversary under the theme, 40 years of dedicated service and stability committed to ensuring future generations. A motorcycle collision on Saturday night has left the brother of a popular reggae artist dead. 36-year-old Emile Antoine Rafoul was the rider of a Honda 1000cc street bike on the Iolibla Highway at Canefield at the time of the crash. Police are investigating the cause of Saturday night's accident. Rafoul is the brother of reggae artist Nelly Starr, who is feared dead as her house was burnt flat last August. Rafoul was among family members at the scene of his sister's house when police started initial investigations into the incident. We'd like to extend sympathies to the Rafoul family on their loss. In more news, a year of unique challenges is how immediate past president of the Dominica Cancer Society is describing 2015. The president's report was delivered at the annual general meeting of the society over the weekend. Despite the many challenges, the year had been a successful one for the society. Some goals set out in the previous report had been achieved, and the institution was able to give continued assistance to those in need.
This year, we were also able to assist our members in various forms. About 65 contributions were made towards treatment costs, lab and other diagnostic tests, and purchase of travel tickets for overseas treatments. We have also been developing a strategic plan to charter the way forward for the society for the next 5 years. We will continue to work feverishly to ensure that every household within the Dominican society understands and shares our sentiment that the best defense is early intervention.
Cornelius says the society has plans heading into 2016, among them continued fundraising and greater use of the institution's resource center to better position the society to be more effective in the Dominica community.
We have acknowledged the need to improve the following. Number 1, greater advocacy get towards a realization to decrease the number of late diagnosed cases and to a greater extent, fewer cases in Dominica altogether. The need for capacity building and empowerment of the society as it moves into the next level. It is with this in mind that in the new quarter, we will seek to restructure the management of the board. There is a need for more educational programs at the community level and more specifically at the membership level, so members are knowledgeable about their diagnosis and treatment and care options.
The theme for the Dominica Cancer Society this year is I Can, You Can. Outgoing director of the Alliance Française de la Dominique says he is satisfied that added synergies between Dominica and the French departments through cultural activities have been created during his tenure. Lorian Graham Carter explains.
Stanislas Renier announced on Friday that his term as director of the Alliance Française had ended and he would be returning to Paris. He began his stint at the French institution in 2014. Renier says one of his goals was to improve on the methods of teaching French in Dominica.
In the past 2 years, we have been doing various activities. We have some graffiti artists who come down from Paris. We have reggae artists come down from Martinique, Guadeloupe, poetry, a lot of things like that. And I find that was a key point, trying to raise awareness in French language, not only for French people or people who speak French, but for the culture. For the culture, then we raise interest into the French language. And I was really appreciative for, the help of people, the way they treated me, the way they acknowledged me as a French person, but as belonging to Dominica also as well.
Renier hopes that there is sufficient awareness of the activities being hosted by the Alliance Française.
And I hope also some people will join the Alliance, because the Alliance is a non-profit organization We teach French, we organize cultural activities, but we need people here in Dominica to give us some support. So it can be also like support through, society, the public society, like such as organization, the local ministries and so on, but also individuals.
A second consecutive victory at the Miss Teen Dominica pageant for Portsmouth Secondary School. Lurian attended that pageant and has this report.
15-year-old PSS student Tiffany Elwa won the awards for Best Spectacular Creation, Best Talent, Best Evening Wear, Best in Evening Wear, Best Response to Question, and Miss Photogenic on her way to winning the crown on Sunday night.
After the question and answer round. And how do you feel right now knowing that you won? I'm very excited. Tell me, what is your message to other young women who would like to follow you? Have confidence in yourself, because if you believe it, you can achieve it.
First runner-up was Tatiana Dangoben representing the Convent High School. She received the award for Best Speech and Best in Spectacular Creation. The Dominica Grammar School's Imelda Boston was the second runner-up. Nadesh Baba of the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School received the award for Miss Congeniality. The other contestants were Marcella Green from the Goodwill Secondary School, Lisa Samuel, St. Martin Secondary School, Natura Francis, Pierre Charles Secondary School, Lucretia Wallace of the Portsmouth Secondary School is the 2015 Miss Teen.
Coming up, meet the 2016 Mother's Queen. Stay with us. Welcome back. Efforts to raise awareness on an integral element of Dominica's carnival culture will get underway on Tuesday night. The Old Mass and Sensei Festival will take place in Castle Bruce and feature traditional elements of Dominica's carnival culture. The traditional bands will proceed through the streets of Castle Bruce to gather at the community center for a ceremony and display of bands.
And some of the groups include the Sensei Masters of Grand Bay, Mao Sensei, Senjo Sensei, Kolyo Band Movie, La Plain Band Movie, Daily's Old Mass Group, Africulture Steel Walkers, Cynical Apokabwit, Black Devils of Good Hope, Will Shotmore Primary, Sugar Fire, Kota Lapokabwit, Mahobuyo Lapokabwit, Negmao Band, and that's just to name a few. The goal of the festival is to revive the traditional arts in those communities. So one of the targets would be to revive a group or strengthen an existing group in that community. So that is the goal of it, and just to keep that tradition alive.
Amidst concerns of the use of banana leaves for the traditional costumes due to the Black Sigatoka disease, the Division of Culture has assured the public that none of the bands participating in the festival have used banana leaves.
I know no group that's actually using banana material for costumes. In terms of the groups that we're working with, we have 17 groups participating. 3 of them are from Castle Bruce, and the 14 are from, others are from around the island. No one I know so far is using banana material. And more I see people straying away from organic material.
Despite having 17 groups down to participate, the Cultural Division believes more bands should be on board to revitalize this traditional element of carnival.
But between Portsmouth, let's say Colliho, and all the way up to Marigot, no groups registered. I'm not saying there is not carnival or traditional carnival activity happening there, but we need to do some more development work. The Cultural Division's been doing some work, like we've done like a Tet Mass workshop in the Kalinago territory, trying to strengthen the traditional costume. In Daly's, they didn't have traditional mass for 17 years. Last year, we revived it. We continue to provide organizational development and support to the groups.
The traditional Old Mass and Sensei Festival is slated to start at 7 p.m. at the Castle Bruce Junction. 24-year-old Erna Reynolds of Massac sacked the majority of awards on her way to being crowned the 2016 Mother's Queen on Saturday night.
Reynolds received the awards for Best Talent, Best in Swimwear, Best Traditional Old Masquerade Wear, Best in Traditional Old Masquerade Wear, and Miss Photogenic.
I feel delighted. I feel great. Right now, words can't explain how I feel right now. My plans for 2016 is being a part of every and any event that involves mothering and children. I'll be delighted to take part in any occasion that they want me to take part in.
Reynolds also received the Miss Intelligence Award. First runner-up was Tara Oscar, representing Portsmouth. She received the award for Best Evening Wear, Best in Evening Wear, and Best Swimwear. Second runner-up was Letitia Lockhart, representing Point Michelle and Newtown. She received the Miss Amity Award. The other contestants were Glenita Daniel, Silver Lake and Kings Hill, Christine Boye, Foncolay, and Nicole Selaire, Rosso and Kings Hill. The 2015 Mother's Queen is Frances Lockhart.
On the Calypso scene, Janae Jackson has added another Calypso title to her collection. Over the weekend, the 17-year-old took the title of Calypso Queen 2016. She performed her song, My Love, My Country, in front of an appreciative audience. The Calypso Queen show formed part of the Dominica Calypso Hall of Fame's classic concert, which featured Mighty Sparrow and former female Calypsonians singing Janice, Cauliflower, and Mystic Rose.
I really love Dominica. Nowhere else I can compare. If we all go and live her, tell me how she will prosper. Despite the rise in suicide, more barrels on the roadside. I love this country. If I have to suffer, let it be. Why is it believe I love our country?
First runner-up went to Charis D, while Stingray took the second runner-up position. Janae Jackson is the only female Calypsonian at this year's Calypso Finals, scheduled for Saturday, 6th February. She also won a Stardom Queen of the 10th competition in 2014. The only female competing for the first ever Bouillon Monarch outdid 7 competitors to win Saturday's competition. The title went to Carlene Xavier Phillip, whose stage name is Carlene XP. She is a vocalist for the Fanatic Band. Carlene XP earned $7,000 as her winning prize. Her song for that competition was Bouillon Walk.
She came out and she put on one good show for us, you know. Not just her, you know, all the competitors, they put on a very good show. It was of a very high quality, you know. All the guys, you know, their props and their dancers, it was lights, it was sound, it was smoke. It was everything. Everybody put their best foot forward, and in the end, Carlene emerged the winner. We were aiming for an original Bouillon experience, and we believe that was achieved. The fans could have been better for sure, you know, but in the end, we were able to have the first one and have some kind of basis for us to continue and a template for us to make it even better.
Second place went to Richard Beno Christmas with his piece Dancing With You. He got a cash award of $5,000. Second runner-up position went to Anwar with his song Down the Road. He received $3,000. Francis says preparations are already underway for next year's Bouillon Monarch competition.
The second Bouillon Monarch is already being planned. We're having our post-mortem meeting and how we're going to do for next year and our planning for that. We can't let everybody know that next year, compared to the second one, we're going to be doing everything a lot earlier. You know, this year's carnival was condensed, and you know, it proved to be a problem. That was one of our limitations there. But next year, we should be starting very early, and we're expecting to have all competitors' music out by October.
The other artists of this year's Bouillon Monarch competition were Benz, The Energizer, Vigilante, Giovanni, and Soca Johnny. And 5 more veterans have been added to Dominica's Calypso Hall of Fame. Dominica's 3rd Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which took place on Friday, saw Chief Calypso Judge Patrick Pemberton, experienced Calypsonian Kelly Ras Kelly Williams, expert Calypso commentator Osborne Ozzy Lewis, veteran Calypsonian Roosevelt Miko Williams, and the Trinidad-based Calypsonian slinger Mighty Sparrow Francisco being inducted into the Calypso Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame was established as a way of recognizing and paying tribute to individuals who have contributed to the various fields in the Calypso art form.
So the Hall of Fame idea came through me because of working in the administration of Calypso, and I have been looking at the Calypsonians, past and present, who have done so much. And from the administration level, there was very little that we had done to preserve what they did, including documenting songs and audio-video recordings of live events. So I'm like, okay, we're letting so many good things pass by. And the idea came for the establishment of a Hall of Fame institution whereby we would honor people and institutions who contribute meaningfully to Calypso under given criteria.
Induction into the Hall of Fame takes place every 4 years. Past inductees are Norman N.C. Cyril, Roland Spider James, Hayden Tokyo Desiree, Ulrich Idol Jackson, Melvin Solo Constant, Cleveland Hurricane Jajak, and Greg Breaker Banis. Also, Pat Musician Aaron, Vaughn Shaky James, and the Swinging Stars Orchestra. That's news. We now join Kenny Williams for your sporting highlights.
Hello everyone and thanks for joining us. First up in sports. First Vice President of the Dominica Football Association, Jason Timothy, says the way forward for football coaching in Dominica is through the collaborative efforts of those in charge. His comments come at the end of a 5-day FIFA coaching course for over 25 football coaches on Sunday.
Although we get this opportunity at that course, you all need to make the effort to have that discussion with each other apart from in the course, because that is the only way we can improve collectively. And although Team A might be winning today, Team A cannot get any better unless Team B, C, D get better and force you to improve. So you kind of have to help each other get better to push your own teams forward.
He says more opportunities are available to further improve football coaching locally.
We are looking forward to providing a few more of these courses coming up, because the long and short of it is to improve our football, the standard of football in Dominica, we need to improve not only our players, but our coaches. And we need to invest in y'all, because without y'all, really, we cannot develop.
Meantime, coordinator of the FIFA coaching course, Gary Stemple, had this to say.
The responsibility that you now have to go back to your communities to try to implement all the new different sessions that we've learned, the responsibility that you have to be professional and try to promote the game of football, to develop young players, boys and girls. Please try to go back and understand that that is a big responsibility. Today was the assessment day, the evaluation day, and we saw some very, very good coaching today. I think that the football of Dominica is in good, safe hands.
In Premier League football now, Dublin Football Club moved closer to claiming the championship title, and Icons Football Club failed to show up for yet another match as action continued in the DFA Flow Premier League on the weekend. Gerald George has details.
On Saturday, Surgical Surface edged out Signman Midland United 2-1 in the first match of a doubleheader at the Benjamin Park. Courtney Mackenzie scored for Surface, while the other goal came from a Midland player. Kimon John Baptist scored for Midland United. In the second match, Baffin State remained in contention for the championship with a 3-0 win over Northern Concrete and Steel Bombers. Calvin Christopher, Randolph Peltier and Hubert Prince scored for Baffin State. On Sunday, defending champions Kyrie FM Exodus Football Club won by default over Malta India Icons Football Club. This is the second consecutive match that Icons has failed to show up and could find themselves in some hot water with the DFA. In the featured match of the weekend, Dublin Football Club remained on course to capture this year's title with a 1-0 victory over Caribbean Coal Harlem United. Chad Bertrand scored from the penalty spot in the 90th minute of play for Dublin.
And in Division 1 football.
On Friday, Fokole United defeated All Saints Football Club 1-0 at the Newton playing field. Alexander Darrow scored for Fokole, while at the Benjamin Park, Mao Soka Strikers maintained their unbeaten run in Group 1 with a 3-0 victory over Itasi United. Joran Sebastian from the back of the net twice for Soka Strikers, with Kenny George scoring one. And on Saturday, East Central and Element Agencies LA Stars played to a 2-2 draw at the Castle Bruce playing field. Richard Newton and Michael Gasper scored for East Central, with Tanaka Barry and Aldin Graham doing the scoring for LA Stars.
Moving on to cricket. Right-hand batsman Shamar Springer recorded an impressive 106 to help West Indies secure their first win in the ICC Under-19 World Cup. West Indies played against Fiji in Sunday's match and won by 262 runs. Gidron Pope supported with 76 and Jid Gooley 66 to help bring their team to 340 for 7. Pope took 4 for 24, Alzari Joseph 3 for 15, and Christian Kilicharan 2 for 21 for West Indies. Fiji next at the crease ended on 78 all out. The West Indies bowling attack was too much for Fiji since none of their batsmen scored more than 29 runs. However, Kakakaka Tikoi Suva created some trouble for the West Indies team, taking 6 for 59. West Indies will take on Zimbabwe under 19 team at Chittagong on Friday, February 2. In volleyball, after a weekend break, the secondary schools volleyball championships resumed Monday with 3 games down to play. At the grammar school hardcourt,
Castlebrook Secondary beat Portsmouth Secondary 3 sets to 0, with the game scores 25-7, 25-1, and 25-17. However, PSS won the boys' match with 3 sets to 0, scores 25-21, 25-13, and 25-16.
Then over at Portsmouth,
Goodwill Secondary defeated Northeast Comprehensive 3 sets to 1 in the female category. The scores were 25-21, 25-19, 15-25, and 25-19. Following them were the male teams, with Pearchild Secondary dominating with 3 sets to 0. The scores 25-15, 25-8, and 25-17.
The games continue Tuesday with Zaman Garment Dominica Grammar School and Dominica State College going head-to-head in the male and female category at the Grammar School hardcourt. That's all the time for sports. I am Kenny Williams. Join us again next time.
The weather report is next.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to tonight's weather broadcast. I will be your presenter for this evening, Farah Rock Korea. A high-pressure system was a dominant feature today, resulting in occasional cloudy skies across the Lesser Antilles. Earlier visible satellite imagery showed some low-level cloud troubles over Dominica and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Earlier radar imagery indicated some scattered showers across the Eastern Caribbean islands. The weather tonight is expected to be partly cloudy with scattered showers, and these conditions will persist into tomorrow. The marine conditions tomorrow will be slight to moderate, and waves are expected to be up to 7 feet. What can we expect for the next 3 days? Tomorrow, Tuesday, as I said, partly cloudy with scattered showers. However, Wednesday and Thursday, weak instability will produce an increase in cloudiness and scattered showers. The weather for the rest of the Caribbean tomorrow, high pressure system will remain the dominant feature. Hence, occasional cloudy skies with some scattered showers are expected. On the international scene, beautiful clear skies are expected for New York and Caracas, and partly cloudy skies for Miami, London, and Beijing. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:35 a.m. and sunset at 6:04 p.m. Feel free to visit our website at weather.gov.dm or call the weather hotline at 447-5555. Join us tomorrow evening for your next weather broadcast. Thank you.
That's news. The headlines again. Health authorities warn threat of Zika virus looms over Dominica. Head of the DSS appeals for public to honor obligations as the organization observes its 40th anniversary. And Dominica records a second road fatality in 3 days. Email us at news@marblin2k4.com and check out our newscasts on our YouTube page. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Andrea Lee. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.